Good afternoon, everyone. It is November 13th, 2022, Sunday. This plan is going to be for tomorrow's RTH session, November 14th. I already recorded this once and it came out a little bit wonky, so giving this a second shot, so apologies if I miss a few things. I would have thought I already said them. So let's just get into what we saw last week, and then we can go into what I'm looking for during tomorrow's session. Monday, we had the end of day ramp just above the high of the day where we closed. Tuesday continued the ramp, sold off aggressively, and then found a bid into the close. Wednesday sold off very hard and just trended down slowly, just steadily trended down. Thursday was our huge CPI news, and we continued that trend into Friday's close, right around 4,000. So before we get into tomorrow's plan, let's just zoom out a bit and take note where we are. As long as we're trading above 39.25, we are above that September FOMC high. We're above our November FOMC high, both coming in at 24.25. The October high of the month at 39.16 quarter, I believe. And the second half of the year's, or sorry, the first half of the year's value area low at at 39.1475. Sorry, 39. I think that's the first half of the year's value area, or fuck it. It's some kind of high time frame value area or halfback or this or that. My charts are getting a little bit cluttered with all the crap there. If that isn't, yeah, first half of the year's value area low. That's what that should be. We also have the week's half at 39.16 ish. Just in general, we have a lot of stuff there, and as long as we're trading above it, it's kind of hard to be overly bearish. So as long as we're trading above this 39.25 area, I will be biased to the long side. I will be looking for some sort of gap close or something like that. So as long as we're trading above this pivot, I have to be bullish. Now, 4017 has been a key level. We saw it be important support in late August, then resistance, gapped up above. Got a bid during that heavy CPI sell, repeatedly got a bid actually, if you look at lower time frames, and then once again was resistance. And even back in late July and mid June, that 4017 number has just repeatedly been extremely important. So that is something I'm going to be watching for tomorrow. Once we get above 4051, kind of around 2021's value area low, we accept into value area. I would be looking for us to close this gap sitting right around, what would that be? Monday's low, about 4104-ish. We also have year-to-date VWAP sitting at 4090 and a lot of high time frame stuff between about 4135 to 4235. So there's a lot of crap here that might act as a magnet. So let's go into tomorrow's actual plan. Let's hide all this crap. There's no need to see all that stuff. Let's go into what I'm looking for, and let's bring us down to a 5-minute chart. Now, what I'm thinking is if we open above this 4,000 area, if we fall back inside, I'll be simply looking for us to trade to the other side of value. Friday's value area high sitting around 96 quarter, so I'll be simply shorting 97 quarter, just a nice level. Just shorting 97s for a move back towards this kind of 85 area, maybe 89, which has been a nice level. Maybe that catches a bid, but in general, just looking for a sell to this kind of area here between 70 to 70, 90. If we do fall below 70s, I'll be looking to short 73. I'm aware that we have a POC at 67s. We have the September POC at 68, T2 high 65s. So I'm aware that we have those bullish pieces in the mid to low 60s. However, I do think the 73s are an awesome spot, and I think it will give a sell. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up catching a bid there instead, but I will be looking to play with momentum, as I think Monday and Tuesday in general will have some downside cleanup to around that 39, 10 to 25 area I was talking about. Those FOMC highs, the double FOMC highs, the October high, the monthly close, or sorry, the monthly open at 21.75, last week's value area high at 24.75, all this sort of stuff here. So I haven't quite decided on it, but either I will be bid at 43s after we locate the bid in this area. So the idea would be once we've had our move down and found a bid somewhere around here, I would be looking for the backfill long off of 43s, and then that would ride up higher back inside yesterday's range. Or I will simply be bid at 30.75, just the auction POC of this spot from where we spent auctioning from about 420 to 450-ish, or sorry, 240 to about 250-ish. So sorry, 220 to 250-ish. So about 30 minutes we spent auctioning within this 10-point range or so in the afternoon during K period, J and K period. So if this fails, if we do manage to lose the bids here, I will be looking to offer 04, 82.75, and 72 quarter. However, I think it is quite unlikely. Instead, what I think will happen is we'll get our mean reversion down to around this area, find a bid, and move back up. I do think Wednesday or so we'll be moving above the 4,000s. I'm an aggressive buyer above 40.17. Again, that level was so important back in that September and August sessions. And I'll be looking for us to get into the gap, which is sitting at about 40.50-ish. So I will be long 43.75, 55 half, 64. Above that, not looking to play for tomorrow. But that is what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm looking for either to become an aggressive buyer above 17 or to become a seller for mean reversion down to around 50-ish, or a buyer of the lows to, again, mean revert into value and yesterday's range above 50-ish. So that's all I have for you guys. If there are any changes to the plan, that will be made pre-market per usual. Other than that, trade safe and maybe take it a little bit easy, as Monday might be a good day to sit back and get an idea of momentum. But hopefully this plan helps you guys. Trade safe.